here, and I'm having a great time. And I'm doing this amazing, amazing, amazing course with Vienna, my teacher from Theta Healing, and it's so awesome. And how does it get any better? I'm hanging out with old friends, catching friends, doing really, really fun things, and learning new things. What I wanted to speak about today actually is something really, really, really kind of really so special. The other day it was May 20th or something, right? And my Chinese students kept telling me, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I thought, wow, it's so sweet, this energy of them telling me that they love me. And so I said to my host, I said, you know, what happened? I don't get it. And they said, oh, today is 520. And I said, well, what does that mean? And she said, well, in China, 520 is the energy of I love you. And because when you say the word 520 in Chinese, it actually sounds like the words well, I mean, which means I love you. So on the day 520, they always, always, always really, really, they call it like they just love each other. And there's this amazing outpouring of energy, and everybody just goes around telling people how much they love them and how much they appreciate them and all this and all that. And she says, don't you have this in America? And I was like, well, we have Valentine's Day, but it's really more for lovers. It's really more of that energy of like lovers. And she's like, no, this isn't lover energy. This is just, we just letting everybody know that we love each other. And I was like, no, we definitely don't have this in America. And she goes, well, do you like it or does it make you uncomfortable? And I said, no, I love it. I said, I'm usually the one that's going around telling people that I love them. And they're like, what do you want from me? And to just have a day where everybody's in the same vibration. Can you imagine if everybody's just in the same vibration of like, hey, you know what? Today's the day of I love you. I love you. Just like everyone. I was so incredibly moved by that. And also, I'm going to share something really vulnerable with you. You, meaning I'm speaking to the royal you, meaning me, culturally, we don't allow ourselves into other cultures in this way to get to know them as intimately like that. We don't get to know the Chinese as loving, beautiful, kind, amazing people. We only see the crap that we see on television. We only experience what we experience in Chinatown when we don't understand their language. We only go through it when somebody pisses us off and we have an identity or a judgment about them or something. And reminds me that, how often do we not take the chance to really get to know somebody else's culture? And we allow our influence of their culture to be what we know that is within the framework of our culture, which is always going to be uncomfortability, right? Imagine you're not the dominant vibration. It's always going to be a little uncomfortable. Many of you here are from other cultures. You know what it's like too. This has been such an eye-opening experience for me in working with my amazing, amazing, we now call ourselves Soul Family in China. They've just been so incredibly warm and loving, and I'm learning so much more about their culture because because I am now, let's say, the fish out of water in their culture, right? So I get to be that person that gets to learn from them. And what I wanted to say today is, what if we take the time to first of all, just drop all of our walls and barriers to engage in other people of all the other cultures, to see what they can contribute to us, to see what they share with us. Because I have to tell you, my first reaction when they all started to tell me I love you, I was like, oh my God, am I getting fired? Like, this is so awkward. This is so uncomfortable. Like, I don't know what's going on, right? But that's my American point of view, my American judgment. And so for today, and God willing every day, but for today, let's make it our practice. And let's make it our practice to share this energy of getting to know one another, getting to know each other's cultures, and finding that space where we can love each other. Okay? Ah, okay, let's begin. I know, Andrea, I agree with you 100%. Okay, let's begin. Let's close our eyes and find ourselves in our heart. And as we find ourselves in our heart, let's begin by taking 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And now let's find ourselves in the center of our heart. We're going to do the expansion meditation today. And from the center of our heart, in our heart, see this beautiful white light. And as you focus your awareness, your energy on this bright light, imagine that bright light getting bigger. Imagine that bright light expanding and expanding and expanding until your entire body, your entire being is one with this big ball of light. And now imagine your ball of light expanding out into the room that you're in, to the chair that you're sitting on, to the devices that you're using, expanding out to the house that you're in, the city, the town, the state. Expand out even more, further and further and further and faster and faster and faster. Imagine your ball of light expanding to include the country and the continent and the bodies of water that you are on or that you are around. Imagine your ball of light expanding through there even further and further and further. Imagine your ball of light becoming one with the entire earth, you and the earth, no separation, just you and the earth. And now imagine that ball of light expanding out into outer space through different planets and galaxies of the Milky Way. Expand beyond there, out into different layers of light, some light and some dark. Expand out past there into a golden-like light and the jelly-like substance light, and through the jelly-like substance light into a beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion. And as you expand through there, through the law of compassion, you enter into the 7th plane of all that is, the plane of creation, of oneness, and of complete totality. Immediately, your ball of light dissolves into this beautiful energy. You see the connection of all things. And from here, we'll ask for some downloads for the group. So would you like to know what it feels like to know that it's safe and that you're worthy and that it's okay to have love for no reason? Everything and anything that doesn't allow that times a gazillion, can we just destroy and uncreate it? We're always looking for a validation, a point of view, or a reason as to why we have to express our heart, why we express our kindness, our generosity, or our love. What if we didn't? What if love for no reason became the norm? So would you like to know what it feels like to get close to others, to allow others into your space? And what does that mean if you don't really want to engage in their energy or whatever? You don't have to. It's not an obligation. This is an opportunity, right? So what if the opportunity was for you to engage in others and then also know where your healthy boundaries lie? So would you like to know what it feels like, and that you know how to be an allowance for others and also to have healthy boundaries, that they can go simultaneously within each other? If you like that, say yes. And would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, and is for you to create from your heart whatever you perceive would be your expression or your connection from the creator, your connection, your light with the universe? How would you bring people together? What would be your day of love? How would you go out into the world and share your light and people go, oh my God, that person really, really lit up my life today. That person made me feel so amazing and so incredible. And what would that take? So would you like to know what it feels like to know that you have within you all that is required for you to do that now, to do that forever? If you like that, say yes. And would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, and is to only move forward in your path, to only move forward in your path, to know that it's safe for you to always move forward in your path, to know that even though as we have these kind of conversations now about these other things, we often, there's this energy that I perceive, it's like that I wish energy, right? wow, I wish I lived in a world that had something like that, or I wish that that was my reality. Well, guess what? Now we have the opportunity to change it all. No more I wish, no more it wasn't, no more it's in the past, no more I'm too old. No, now is the opportunity. So would you like to know what it feels like to know that the road that lies ahead of you is the only one that matters? And the only way to get aligned and on that road ahead of you is to look at your feet, to see where you're going, to know that you are on the lightest path possible. And as you find that lightest path, and if you follow your lightest path, nothing can take you off of your lightest path. So would you like to know what that feels like? That you're worthy of it and that it's safe for you to live in your lightest path. If you'd like that, say yes. Beautiful. So with that lightness and that magic of energy, let's please contribute energy to those who require some healing today. So please, let's send unconditional light and love to Cindy and see her healthy, happy, safe, and protected. And also, please, let's contribute healing today.
Você escutou, Ayola?
To Marie Louise. Please see her surrounded in the Creator's love and in the Creator's light. Let's also please send healing to Matt. And let's send healing to Dolly and Hector. And let's also please include contributions for Ayla and for Skylar. Let's send contributions to Linda, to Joanne, to Carmazina, to Lois, great. And last but not least, would you guys like to know that you are unconditional love, that you be unconditional love, and that unconditional love is your birthright? If you like that, say yes. Great, now let's take our palms, and rub our palms together, faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. And now take your palms and place your palms over your eyes. Your eyes are the windows to your soul. And when you're ready, you can open up your eyes and allow that energy to come into your body and into your being. And now place your hands on your heart. Congratulate yourself and thank yourself for being here, for being a part of this amazing, amazing journey. I'm very, very grateful for you all. I love you all. And thank you. Thank you for your support and your commitment. And how does it get any better? I encourage you. I'm going to share something else with you. So the group in China, we have a lot. There's a lot of people that come every day, between 300 and 400 every single day to the daily downloads in China. And one person said, why don't we invite a friend to this? Would it be okay if we invited a friend? And I said, yes, of course, invite a friend. And so they said, yes, we're going to invite a friend. So the next day, like they went out and they actually talked about what we were doing. And the next day, there was another 85 people on the meditation. We had over 700 people on the meditation the other day. So go tell somebody about this. Go tell somebody about what it does for you. Go tell somebody about the love that you feel here, the love that you perceive. And let's please share this energy with the world. I know that you all do. I hear you talking about it on social media and telling your friends, but it's not a judgment. It's just an ask. So how many more can we invite into this community, and how much more light can we share in the world? Okay, guys, thank you so much. I love you all. Mwah. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place.
Love you.
Thank you,
I love you,
Danielle.
mommy.
Love you.
Have an amazing day.
Thank you. Love you.
Thank you, Daniel, for being